It's fair to say a good starting point for the Resident Evil universe starts in the late 19th century. A European biologist, Miranda, gave birth to her first and only child, Eva, in 1909. Around 1919, the Spanish flu made its way to the small mountain village these two inhabited. So many lives were lost that the cemeteries became overrun, and many of the survivors began burying their loved ones outside of the village. As you may suspect, one of the many lives lost was the young Eva, who was only 10 years old. At the loss of her only child, Miranda became so buried in grief, she wandered to a nearby cave where she intended to unalive herself. What she met instead was a massive, ancient fungal supercolony. She then bestowed the mold. When Miranda touches the mass, memories of thousands flash through her mind. They were the memories of those who had been consumed by the fungus over centuries, including Eva. Miranda believed she could use the mold to bring her daughter back. She adoringly came to call this substance the Black God. Following these events, Miranda infected several villagers with the mold, then curing them of their sickness, appearing to perform miracles. Then she proclaimed herself a prophet of the Black God. She gave sermons at the local church, causing villagers to quickly abandon their Christian faith. As they were under the mind-altering effects of the mold, it became easy to convert them to her cult. This is how she became known as Mother Miranda. As several decades pass, Miranda continues to conduct research and experiments underneath the village in makeshift labs. One of her creations was the Kadu, a parasitic nematode altered by the mold. She infected people of all social statuses in hopes to create a superhuman host she could use as a copy for Eva's consciousness. Many of the subjects died or became lichens. She cast the lichens out of the village to preserve the lives of the remaining townspeople for her future research. The lichens created a den inside the ruins of a medieval fort just outside of the village, occasionally raiding the village for livestock, but other than that, they stayed to themselves. The most promising of Mother Miranda's experiments were the descendants of the four kings once ruling over the region. None were suitable vessels for Eva. However, Miranda acknowledged their rule over the region, allowing them to operate as a council. In the 1950s, Miranda rescues a British medical student who got lost on a hiking exercise. He was none other than Oswell E. Spencer. He became her protege and was very inspired by all of her biological knowledge. Alas, the two had very different goals, as Miranda's sole goal was to revive Eva, while Spencer wanted to change the world. Ultimately, Spencer decided to leave the village. However, he still continued to write Miranda to keep in touch. Oswell E. Spencer went on to found the Umbrella Corporation in 1968 alongside James Marcus and Edward Ashford. And this is where I say the rest of that story is due for another time. If you've made it this far and enjoy this content, please give me a like and let me know what you'd like to hear next.